Hello everybody, this is Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 3 of my United States playthrough here in Hearts of Iron 4, Man the Guns. So, right now, what are we doing? Yes, we're almost done with the Selective Training Act, and then I'm going to have time for one more focus, and looking at my Senate and House support, it's still pretty good. I've actually got a supermajority pretty easily in the Senate right now. Well, yeah, I'm in an excellent position in both the Senate and the House, so I can definitely afford to do both, I think. Now, it's still way too ahead of time for the amphibious or medium tanks. Or not the medium. I'm not interested in the mediums, but in the amphibious or the chaffee tanks. So, I don't think I want to do the computing machine. Although, look at that. We're not even halfway through 1937, and even though there's an ahead of time penalty on the computing machine, only 254 days. That's pretty good. It's all those research. It's all those no research. It's all those German and Italian scientists that we're giving refuge. Fuel gain from refineries plus 10%. Fuel gain per oil plus 20%. I really don't think I need this. I've got all the oil. Look at this. Yeah, I don't think we need to research any oil stuff right now. So let's take a look at the Navy here. Armaments, we could do something like get a semi-caliber armor-piercing shell. This will just help a lot of things. What do we got here? Damage control, chance to receive critical hits minus 10%, effective sustained critical hits minus 10, fire control methods. Good for battleships and battle cruisers. We've got mine warfare here. I don't think I'm going to get into that, though. So let's do firefighting drills. That's just something good and solid. Okay. And now we need to... Let's just keep working on the military factories, I think. You see, there it is. Sometimes I have to hit shift. Sometimes I have to click it once before I can do the shift click. Sometimes I don't. I don't know what the deal is. It's starting to really get on my nerves. Okay, but our war support is up to 16% now, though I don't have political power to change my mobilization law. So let's go ahead and do the 2 ocean navy because, hey, 10 naval dockyards. That's pretty good. That's about 50% of what I've already got. So, with war on the horizon, we must ensure that no enemy can ever set foot on American shores. Our Navy must be able to fight any enemy in either of the 2 great oceans that form our borders. Okay, and then after that, I don't think there's anything under here that's going to hurt my congressional standings. I like this tank destroyer doctrine. It's interesting. Okay, way too ahead of time for the 1939 technologies. And I don't know which of these I'm going to go. Might do strategic, just... No. Operational integrity, maybe? I guess none of it really matters, does it? 37. What do I want to do? Marines are fine. Oh, you know what? I'm in danger of falling behind on the infantry equipment if I'm not careful. That's what I'm going to be mostly using anyway. Whoops. No, don't do that. Okay. And just like that, we're going to be done with the submarine stuff. Then we can start working on the carriers. Or should I work on the carriers now? You know what? Second thought, let's do that. All right. Research grants. For 90 days, research speed plus 5%, up to 8 senators and 40 representatives go into opposition. That's definitely not worth it. For only 30 days, 3 months? No. Consumer goods, what do we got here? Farm subsidies. Okay, up to 5 senators and 25 representatives will support the government. Ooh, that's kind of tempting. We're at 62% consumer good factories right now. What's 3% more going to do, right? Yeah, we're going to do that. Because once this 2 ocean navy is done, I don't want anything stopping me from taking the Fair Labor Standards Act. I know that we're a long ways off, but I want to get that done. Senate committee investigates shipbuilding in Maryland. Prodded by a senior senator from Maryland, the Senate Commerce Committee has begun hearings into the state of the local shipbuilding industry. According to experts, a significant percentage of U.S. trade depends on overseas trade, and the country is desperately lacking in shipbuilding capacity. Maryland has been identified as a region in which a major investment should be made, and several committee members have expressed an expectation that the administration of Franklin Delano Roosevelt will set funds aside for this. Unlocks invest in shipbuilding industry in Maryland. Sure. Okay, so what does that entail? So I'm wondering if this is going to be something more complicated. So for this, I need to just build one dockyard in Maryland. Okay, that is not a problem. We'll just get this to the top, like so. Too easy. All right. Now, we finally are full up on infantry equipment. Terrific. And where's my Marines? Why don't I have a... God, that division's ugly. Oh yeah, we got the templates of subjects and governments in exile. Could do something here. Do I want to, though? What's the Philippines population like? Oh, they kind of got something going on there. Maybe we could... Maybe we can get something happening here. What kind of templates? They got an 18, 16... No. No, each is worse than the last. Wow. But let's see if we could do something there. We're just going to do a slight edit on it. Oh, wait, no, we can't because we don't have any army experience. So let's just try to get whatever we can done over here to help defend the Philippines when the time comes. I'm wondering if I should just take their divisions away from them so that I can deploy them properly. No. Okay, so we've got about a year for the Maryland thing, and this is going to be done in later this month, so we're going to get this support very quickly. Yeah, maybe I overestimated how much political power I needed by getting Taft, but, you know, if you're going to get the silent workhorse, it's always good to get him in that first year. You know, the earlier the better. Oh, we've also hit 15% world tension, although I think it's a little bit too late for Barcelona. My country is not allowed to send volunteer forces. You want to run that by me again? Why not? What's stopping me from doing that? War Department, Home of the Free, Treaty Signatory. Oh man, is this a bug or something? Why am I not allowed? Isn't that the point? What do we got here? War propaganda, Lend-Lease Act. I don't understand. I'm also gonna have to choose where I'm gonna be focusing on Europe, on Asia, or Asia at some point once I come down here and do war propaganda, but I don't understand why I'm not allowed to do this. Which reminds me, another thing that I hope they're gonna fix when they do the full release. Nice, more representatives just joined. But is how when I look at my Navy, you got a lot of things here that say early destroyer hull. Shouldn't it just say destroyer once you actually send them out and they're floating around? Yeah, it's just a thought. Okay, let's work on the convoy sailing. This is so interesting. I hardly ever rush Navy stuff first when I'm playing as any country. So I'm going to get that done pretty quickly here, I think. I don't need a prospect for any of these resources, though. 2 Ocean Navy Act is complete, and new legislation is still being drafted. Okay, what did I take after this? It takes 230 days, so 1, limited intervention. 2, 3. All right, is there anything that takes less than 70 days? Because if not, I think I'm just going to wait. All right. Let's get working on some infrastructure, I'm thinking. Right here, get more oil. And yeah, we're just going to wait. Then again, focuses, you know, they're so good to knock them out. This is going to send people into opposition. Lend-Lease tension limit minus 100%. War propaganda. Full desegregation. Gets event. Silver Legion protests. Pacific decolonization. Maybe I should just do this reintegration thing since not much is happening out in the rest of the world. Or I can grab suspend the persecution. That itself doesn't do anything. And then this will open up some other good advisors. Base war support 10%. I'll lose 4 senators and 20 representatives. At most. I could afford that. Yeah, I could do that easily, actually. Alright, let's do... Well, no, because that doesn't give me anything now. I need to get the fair labor standards done. So, stick to the plan. Naval mines damage. No, I don't care about that. Chance to receive critical hit. Oh yeah, another one of these. Let's do that. Great. I need to start working on carriers some more at some point. Italy has abandoned the naval treaty. We should review our own participation in the treaty. So I think this should activate the escalator clause. Yeah, Japan just did it as well. Hirohito today announced that Japan would no longer consider herself bound by the naval treaties she had signed. The world situation, he said, had made the choice inevitable. Japan has apparently received reliable reports that several neighboring countries have begun aggressive naval expansion programs that threaten legitimate Japanese interests in the area. The Japanese Admiralty has refused to comment on rumors that several ships currently under construction were already planned without treaty restrictions in mind. So we should be able to then escalate in turn. Yeah, escalator clause has been invoked. So in a year, we'll also be able to basically do what we want. Okay, so 10 days. We're going to check back in August 18th. And I should be good. On taking that next focus. Actually, let's do it on the 15th. I might have missed a couple days here or there. No. New legislation is still being drafted. Is there a ticker somewhere that lets me know when I'm allowed to do the next one? They really should have that. Or I could just pay more attention. All right, just a couple more days. If it gets to the 18th and we're still a no-go, then I'm moving on. Because 70 times 3 is 210 plus 20 days. There we go. Fair Labor Standards Act. With the first signs of a slow recovery taking place, it is time to ensure that the workers get paid to participate in it. We must ban exploitative practices such as unpaid overtime and introduce a livable minimum wage. So this is going to turn it into slow economic growth. Daily political power cost minus 40%. What else we got here? Resource gain efficiency plus 5%. Again, that doesn't really matter because we have so many resources anyway. Recruitable population factor plus 20%. Yeah, with 1 million men in arms, I really need that. Consumer good factories minus 7%. And then once again, we'll have time to take 3 focuses and a half or 3 and just wait, which I'm probably going to do. I'll just wait again. Okay, so let me start thinking about what those 3 are. It's probably going to be war propaganda and I think Lend-Lease Sect can wait. Suspend the persecution. Part of government has trait communist revolutionary. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, Earl Browder. I have to get him. No Foster? No, I believe Foster was sick during this time, so he wouldn't have been able to work in the government. Okay. Let's get working on mobile defense, and we're just gonna take this. Take it even though it's ahead of time. It's too good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's come here. Work on Nevada. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What else in terms of infrastructure? Because we're still only on civilian economy, so I'm not going to be building too many military factories. Maybe Indiana? No. Let's get Ohio. Get more aluminum and steel. What decisions available? Yeah, I don't actually care about any of this stuff, so we're going to just deselect them all as far as prospecting for resources go. Close that up. I never use the region-wide integration. Foreign influence, I just don't get it. All right, not going to do promises of peace. I'm not going to ban communism. I'm not going to censor the press. War propaganda actually could be useful, but by the time the propaganda is that high, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's come over here. There's only the Chinese war happening. Maybe I should send help, though. Oh, wait, no, yeah, it still says my country's not allowed to send volunteer forces for some reason. I don't get it. Senator retires. Another one. We're still. Ooh, we're down to 56 on the senators. Oh, but we got to be at 49. We're okay. Still, is there any reason why I'm not doing farm? Okay, let's do farm subsidies again. But also, what else do I want to do? Is there any ministers I care about? We don't have enough support to mobilize the country right now. And if I'm going to do it, I should have it set up so I at least go to partial mobilization, right? At least then I'm not taking penalties for building military factories. Okay. Let's try to get some sort of a carrier going, although I don't know if I'm allowed to. Cruisers, here we go. Carrier hull. Design lacks one or more required modules. Right, because I don't remember which ones are mandatory, but like you need some stuff or it doesn't actually function. So, like, let's see. Where is it? Okay. Deck armor. And design lacks one or more required modules. Which ones are required? Deck space. Ships that include this module in their design will be capital ships. So do that. Design is too expensive. So if I take this away, which ones are the required ones? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to remember how this works. Okay, so it needed deck space so it actually can hold planes. But as you can see, it's got nothing going for it, not even any armor. So probably want to fix that at some point just so, you know, we can get little something going, like some secondary batteries. But then again, I suppose that's what screen ships are for, right? So we're gonna get, we don't need this many convoys being made. We got plenty. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We can only have 5 at a time on capital ships. So let's get another capital ship being built at the same time. Oh, you know what? I had the Yorktown class here. Yeah, so we should just do that in the first place. There we go. And we're short on chromium now. Okay. Currently between 90 and 100% of the British. Withdraw from the treaty. I just don't see a reason to do it. And I don't know why I can't send volunteers. That's really, really annoying. I guess in the meantime, let's get these 24 trading, and we'll try to build as many more new divisions as I can. Not much. 5 at a time. Not even that, really. That sucks. At least the big red one's fully trained. Alright. Next government modification. Cannot do early mobilization because I do not have the senators needed. So we can, let's see if we amend the budget. No. Research grants, no. We're only short on senators, right? So if I come over here, requires support of at least 58 senators. I've got 56. So should I bring in one of them? Should I bring in either Alaska or Hawaii as a state? Well, war propaganda's bad. Build the Pentagon. No, 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 no. Ooh, land doctrine. Maybe, actually. But no. Army of the United States. No. Don't need the Integration Act. Don't need the airborne stuff. Don't care. No, these suck. light hull, submarine, cruiser. No. Oh, 100% research bonuses for naval doctor as well. So that basically makes me unstoppable if I do that, because I've only got, what, 4 naval doctrine stuff to research still? Yeah, a little bit more than that, but I could just fund the Navy. That's going to be really good. I could fund the Navy. Or I could do war propaganda now, and that will get me roughly in a position where I could jump at least to partial mobilization, I think. I don't know why it says more than 15 and then also put more than 30% war support. I don't get it. Yeah, let's do the war propaganda, though. Our people don't want to send their children to die in another war, but many politicians see the need for intervention. Propaganda to demonize the enemy and call for open conflict may not only be a tool for tyrants. Yeah, yesterday I went to this lecture that a professor of mine was giving on the politician HOI4, and he spent many years, he was a Peruvian exile, and he spent many years in exile. Some of it was in Germany when the Weimar Republic was around, and he witnessed the rise of the Nazi Party. Now, he did not believe in a lot of fascism's ideologies, but he did incorporate some parts of it, and during the lecture he showed HOI4 at a rally, and everybody's got their arms up in a very familiar looking salute, but with the left hand instead. And he talked about how when he was researching the paper, he went to an opera event because opera was the... Wait, do I want this? No. But anyway, because opera was the party that was founded by HOI4, who the guy was researching. And there was a younger aprista who throws his hand up, and then an older guy grabs him and goes, "Use the left hand, not the right." Okay, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna bring in Alaska. Yep, let's bring them all in. Just bring them all in. 51 states. Oh, you know what? I should have staggered that so we could have seen if the flag changes. Now I guess it would all change at once. We'll find out. So, even with having done all 3 of those things, we're getting a whole 0.81 political power a day. So, we've come pretty far in just a little over a year and a half. And now we got this witch hunt, oh geez, I think I took 39 out of a possible 40 opposition losses right there. That was a really bad event. Okay, these people are already here. So what we're gonna do is start garrisoning them in this area. Manila. Corregidor is not here. I just noticed. I guess it's not important, but just not seeing that little dot. Okay. So once war propaganda is done, that's going to take 58 days to complete. So we're going to get almost that much in political power. We should, I think, be able to go to partial mobilization. If not, hopefully at least to early mobilization. It just depends on how this double checkmark thing goes, which I don't really understand. Wait a second, we need more senators, though. Oh, wait, are we going to get... Oh, we'll get the senators when this goes away. It's not instant. Right, that makes sense, and I'm dumb. Right, free factories. Let's... Building a lot of infrastructure. Working in Nevada, Kansas, Ohio, and Texas. Let's do a bit up here in Minnesota. Can never have too much steel, right? What's happening in the rest of the world, though? Kingdom of Romania, not really. They're preserving Greater Romania. Wow, how fun. I'm starting to wonder if I did leave historical AI on and I just forgot or something. Okay. Now, we do not actually have enough to do these naval bonuses. So instead, let's just take this little bit here and finish up with the diesel-powered emergency pumps and round out our critical hit stuff. Oh, these should all be done training, right? Yep. Okay. Very good. Let's take a look at what these infantry divisions actually look like. I don't like that they're 18. And maybe I should have grabbed also Omar Bradley at some point to get that army experience gain. No, it was gonna be worth. It was worth it because we're not getting the army experience now, but we only need to tweak a couple of, like, 1 or 2 things on the infantry template. It's not a big deal, and instead we're getting to research tons of things early. Senator from Michigan offers support if we build a new munitions plant for the army. Sounds good to me. All right, so we got to go wait to the decision tab. Where is it? Should it pop up here? Okay, so they need a military factory, right? No problem. And we just make that a top priority. Okay. We could do special measures. That's an instant change to the Senate and House support. No, let's keep it saved up because I just want to see how this works. Yeah, I don't get it. Why are there 2 tiers for the war support? Why not just one or the other? Were they working on it during balancing or something? Ah, the plot thickens. The Panay incident. Okay. So Japan and Communist China are in a faction together. The USS Panay sunk in China. Has this always been around? Because this was a historical incident. The gunboat USS Panay came under fire earlier today while evacuating civilians from the front line in the war between Japan and China. Despite being clearly marked with American flags, struck with 2 bombs, she sank later that day with 3 U.S. citizens killed and many more wounded. Survivors were picked up by American and British gunboats in the area. Japan has been quick to claim it was an accident and offer an apology, but some think that the attack was deliberate, and a number of advisors are calling for war. However, public support for war remains low, and any declaration is likely to be deeply divisive. How should we respond? We can withdraw our forces from China. This will lower our war support, but increase our stability. Our opinion of Japan will lower. We can demand compensation, which will just increase our war support, or we can go to war. While our much stronger industrial base is a key advantage, low public support would make war a risky proposition and limit our capacity to become involved in other global developments. Gains topple government war goal on Japan. Whoa, that is really interesting. That's extremely interesting. It's only to say this is us getting involved in World War II. Well, I guess it wouldn't really be World War II. It would just be a war between Japan and the United States. But a very big war, almost exactly 4 years prior to when it happened historically. I'm going to have to think on this and decide if I want to do this. Let me just take a minute here to... I'm gonna check it between episodes. Now, of course, remember that this is all early access stuff that I'm recording beforehand, but still, let me know in the comments which path you think I could take. Although, again, keep in mind, I will have already chosen. They potentially have 136 divisions. I've got, 38? Although, once we're at war, I should be able to start ramp things up pretty fast, right? Well, maybe not necessarily, actually. No, it doesn't say here, like, oh, if you're at war, then you could just pass the act. Okay. And how big's their navy? 239 ships. That's actually more than I got. Although theirs are mine are probably higher quality. And they've also got possibly over 2,000 planes. We would definitely be on the defensive for a while. But this would also probably be pretty good for China, who's about to send a mission to us. Chinese war on communist China. Japan war on China. Yeah, this could create a U.S.-China alliance against Japan, and we've got, what, almost 2 years before the war is going to break out in Europe? Although that could happen earlier because world tension is going to spike if the United States and Japan are at war. This is a really interesting situation. So I'm going to think about it, and I will see you all in the next episode. Please subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you then. Bye.